magical
true.
for him.
It's the truth.
But deep,
When he started
we talk about Welbeck like potentially getting in squad. Like he could still be back on track.
Come on. Hey,
He could
come
do a
on.
job.
I'll rather Calvert-Lewin over Danny Welbeck. I don't care.
Hey, but some people were saying they're filling the Welbs.
No, Calvert-Lewin's better than Welbeck.
No, Welbeck to fucking World Cup this year, mate. Trust me.
Oh, that will hurt me. That will.
Hey, that'll be problems. You got too many players.
Why?
Like, look,
Why?
like, there's too many attacking players. You don't need them. Look, you got
He's
Rodgers.
He's
you
a
got
top
Bellingham,
scoring
like,
Englishman right now. Yeah, fam.
I'd rather
He's the
like,
gun,
you got
man.
people like Foden, Bellingham, all of them come on before I see Welbeck touch a pitch.
No, but
Are you
striker,
serious?
Striker, though, like Kane gets injured, who are you going to put up front?
False nine.
False nine.
Probably
Hey, got no one.
I'd prefer
Hey,
that's actually mad.
Who else you got? Why are you going to go for like Welbeck? Well, you got like...
There's no one else.
Yeah, exactly. You could go. I'll go false nine. Go
You
Bellingham.
don't think Welbeck can like hold up the levels in a team with Jude Bellingham and that? Yeah.
No.
Jeez,
no. Come on, man.
No, not this
that
Welbeck.
guy. He's that
guy,
bro.
Since when was he that guy? Hey, let's just...
He didn't play this weekend, did he? Did he play?
No,
I don't think he played. No.
He can't get a game at Brighton still.
Crazy, bro.
Just because he's coming off the bench. Hey, it's different. I can't. Nah, people move.
Don't disrespect.
Nah, that's fine. Let's get
daylight here, like.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of The Last Call. I'm your host, Shegs. Hey, we've been gone for a few weeks. We've all been dealing with a couple of stuff. We're coming back to hit you guys with a quick episode this week. And hopefully things will be running smoothly coming on. Things have changed a little bit in the Prem, but the guest that we've got here still ain't changed. We've still got Tristan always repping Arsenal, as always, and Prince always repping Chelsea. Hey, since the last time we was on, the league's a little bit different now. You got Arsenal's lead at the top, ain't as strong as it was. Chelsea, hey, their performance is up and down. Liverpool hit a bit of form, but we're still a little bit ropey. Man United being Man United as always, up and down. You got Spurs plummeting week by week. And then some other small teams like Sunderland still doing well. Leeds have got their form, got a little bit of form. Fulham got a little bit of form going at the moment. Hey, this is the Premier League. Things change quickly in a couple of weeks. Before you know it, you ain't top no more. But we're going to go straight to the game that finished off this Sunday. Villa, the informed team of the Premier League, winning their 7th straight game in the Premier League. Rodgers, hey, last season was his breakout season. But what everyone kept saying was, hey, he's doing so much in the games, but he just needs to add that end product to even like take himself to another level. But this season, it seems like, and as late, that he's got that. He scored two good goals today, winning the game for Villa against United. Couldn't have got one back early in the second half, but it wasn't much. The game was, to be honest, watching the game was a little bit even, but it was just the quality of Rodgers that stood out. So, Trist, if I come to you, what's your thoughts on Villa? Are they looking like they can really challenge for the title, or they just got a really good run on them at the moment?
I was speaking about this earlier today. Like, is Villa's run sustainable? Because obviously, at this moment in time, they're picking up good results. But all the goals they score, they seem to be like out of this world. You know, like, how long can you keep that going? Like, the quality of goal is incredible. Obviously, watching Rodgers do what he does. That first goal today was sublime. Like the touch, and then man, it's actually incredible. You know, do you know what? Yeah, obviously you have to like. I don't know. I'm rooting for them. You know, I would like to see them. I would like to see them do well. Obviously, I have no malice towards Emery. I think he's a top coach. You know, it'd be nice for them to get a bit of success, but whether it's sustainable, I don't know, man. You have to just wait and see where the chips fall. Because obviously, at this moment in time, Premier League is very unpredictable, man. But at this moment in time, they have a very good they have a good run of form, and I feel like at this moment, yeah, it would continue, innit? It would just continue for the games they have. But yeah, man, we have to see what they do. What do you man think?
I think football's interesting because probably if we went back and there's a clip on there where we was getting at Villa saying that we all thought these lot are done for the season.
Definitely.
Yeah, those 5 games.
Like we was like they got nothing. They didn't really make any transfers, and now like 6 weeks on, you're like, oh, like
I wonder what he
found
did.
something.
Like honestly,
I think the same.
what did they do? Like all of
I
a
think
sudden
that
they
it
just
came
turned the
back to
confidence
they
on.
got. I don't think it's that they got Onana and Kamara being able to play in the same team, which
Mm.
is obviously made them very good and that strong. Like you got both of them can cover a hell of ground, both of them can tackle, both of them can drive, and it's just like okay, we'll be solid at the back because if I look at their fixtures or their results, they probably haven't conceded a lot since probably like after them 5 games.
Mm.
So there's like, can we be solid and then letting like your Rodgerses, Tillemans, McGinn, like all of them start as well. And then sometimes it's just that I think he was smart. He benched Watkins for a few games, like give him a little like, hey, we need a little bit more, and
Mm.
it helps. Like I don't think they've been spectacular. Maybe in 1 or 2 games, but even like the
Mm.
game like today, I don't think they was spectacular. They just managed to win the game.
Mm. I
Sometimes
No,
all
think
you need
yeah,
is
I think they
they
just
keep
wanted it
managed to
more
get these
today as well.
moments. No, agreed.
It's funny as well.
yeah,
Sorry to jump in there,
go.
but it's funny. Like they're doing all this, and Watkins isn't really up to scratch still at all. Like Watkins is pretty non-existent in that squad. They're bringing on Marlon to replace him at points, but I didn't see too much of Watkins today, and they're still performing well. But I guess it's massive credit to Rodgers for carrying the ship because yeah, man, he's pulling out. He wants that World Cup spot for sure.
Nah, it does. Yeah,
So
No
yeah,
shadow of a
but
doubt.
just me, but just briefly skipping over their like fixtures since about like since like end of September. It's like they're only conceding like if they're conceding other than one anomaly against Brighton, which they still won. It's like they're just conceding one. It's just ones like every game they win in two. They've won so many games 2-1. It's just 2-1s, 2-1s, couple 2-0s. Like they've literally just like I said, they just make that defensive strong. I mean, like Kamara and Nana, you can't get in then probably the league. You ain't gonna get many two midfielders that can cover as much ground as them two, like together and what. Like they'll just be everywhere. So look, it's good for them. They're doing it as it should be. Hey, they're trying and they're pushing. But if I turn the thing onto Man U,
I was
no
about to say.
Bremo, no Ahmed, Prince. Fernandez goes off injured halfway. You've had all the talk all week of from their manager Amarin saying about young players, people feeling entitled and whatnot. Like I don't know I don't know what you think, but man, he just looks like it's just always something going on. That's not
yeah,
football related. Like that's
definitely.
not even the main thing is like it's always something that's nothing to do with football.
He wasn't in the
Like
squad
what are your
today, was he?
thoughts? Nah, apparently it was injury. Good. I
Mm.
was listening to when I was coming back. Apparently he's injured. But then the interview was like, okay, so if he wasn't injured, would he have started? He was like, I prefer not to speak.
See, I was gonna say, Amarin, he
I
loves the
think that
circus as well. You know, I feel like he kind of likes the circus, but I can't really see like Man U take 2 steps forward, then 3 back. Like they're not going to be doing anything amazing this year. He made a few changes at the end of the game. He brought in some youngsters as well. After all his chat this week about young players feeling entitled, he
don't
brought in
think he
2
had a
youngsters
choice.
today.
Like,
I think that was Fletcher's son, wasn't
yeah,
it? Darren Fletcher's son.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah, it was.
I
But
think
I don't know.
good.
But without Embuemo Ahmed being out, Fernandez getting injured, is he doing that? I don't
Yeah,
think.
exactly.
I think it's
No.
just what I just ain't got a choice.
Yeah, nice. Do you know what? With them 2 losses are big losses. They're the 2 main creators of that team, especially Ahmad playing at wing back. He does a lot from there for them. And then Buemo's been the star man as far as I'm concerned, as well as Bruno. If Bruno's injury is serious, then it's going to be detrimental for them. They didn't have Casemiro today, who once upon a time was like, oh, he hasn't got the legs. Now actually seems like they really need Casemiro in that middle as well. Listen, Mount's getting game time. I think that I think Man U perform better when Mount's playing. Personally, I actually think they do. They didn't perform too badly today, but just lack that cutting edge. Really, Cunha, lot of good opportunities. Almost greedy at points as well. I find Cunha. He kind of wants to take it on himself to do everything, but yeah, look, Man U consistently keep taking steps back, but then they'll go and pull out a big win out of nowhere. It'll be tough though this period without the 2 players that they've lost to AFCON.
Yeah, Cunha's a very funny player. It's like when he's hot,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like everything he touches will just be like all them shots, like them shots he had today. They'll just be going at you like what? But
yeah,
then he'll do the same shots and nothing. And so he's a very streaky like player.
This is it.
When he's on his run, he'll be on his run. But
You
he's
gotta
not
take
like
those
a
shots to find the
consistent
form though.
week to week player. It's just when he's just got a hot streak.
it's
But
facts.
yeah, with Man U, I don't mind, but I thought they should have been. I thought they would be better. Let me know. I didn't think they were going to be like a good guy for the league, but I thought they'd be better in terms of they have a week to prepare for
Yeah,
every game.
exactly.
With
Exactly.
like I thought they'd be like performing better, like having that week. Like he could bed his system in, get the players. Like people like, for example, from what I say is Tricio a bit upside
Yeah,
down.
you've gone
What I said,
sideways.
I thought like someone like Amenu this season was like, okay, cool. Last season you were saying you can't play him because he can't fit into my system. But it's like, okay, now I'm having week by week chance. I should be able to coach these players to what I need them to do for that works for my system. But it's like he's not coaching anyone. It's just like, I've only got these players and these are the ones that can do anything. And if they can't do nothing, we're not doing anything else.
Yeah. What did you make of
So,
Sesko's performance today?
it's nothing. Like he's a like I think he's a player. He definitely he'll need a season before he's anything. He's young. He's raw. Like you can sometimes see what he can do or what he could possibly do, but
Yeah.
he's still he needs a good season. I would think he needed a manager that can understand him a bit. Like a coach, like I don't know if Amman's a coach. Like a manager's gonna, like, I'm gonna coach you. Amman's more like, I need this for my system, and if you can't do that, you're not. It's like, and I'm just like, I've never understood. I can't get that as a manager. Where it's like, I've only got this certain way, and you have to be this certain type, or nothing can work. When it should be, okay, what players do I have? How can I make them fit a system that works? Like using its parts of the sum. So you find what part it is. Okay, someone is really good at taking people 1v1s, but he's terrible at defending. Okay, can I get a player in my squad that can cover for him defensively to allow him to do that? Like it's those sort of things that you're meant to be working on. But he's like, because for example, when he like, I think when they played Bournemouth, I watched them. I'm like, how is this guy not playing? Because he came on and he looked like he changed the game, kept the way moving, was driving with the ball, putting little passes through, and you're thinking, there's no way this person should be able to get more game time. But hey, manager's a manager. Once they've got their thing in their head, that's it, and nothing else.
I feel like as well, like it's another season of building because there's no way that this team even deserves to be in shouts of top 4. There's no way. I don't even think top 5.
Nah.
I don't think they deserve to even be in the question. I know they can have some games where they feel like they're back, but no, I don't. I don't think Man U are going to be top 4 or top 5 at all. And I feel like they're just going to keep slipping up.
Yeah, to be honest, I still don't. If I was not even they don't care. But if I was an owner, I was like, what has changed from Ten Hag to Fid? We're still in the same. Like you're not seeing. Like you don't see. Like for me, since probably I say always since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, it's the same thing where it's like they'll play great and they can beat the bigger teams in like counter-attacking football, but then week to week it's like nothing, and they'll go have a nothing performance. But then there will come a big game every once in a while. They'll beat a team on the counter. I'm like, how can you as an owner not see? Wait, even from their last match, Ten Hag, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
we might have a 2-3 games, we do well, and then we're down, or we play really well against one of our big rivals in a one-off game. Everyone's up for it. We do well counter-attacking, and then next week we do nothing. But it's like they think doing the same thing. You need, like I said, you need a manager that's gonna like. He's obviously not getting that thing of like. He seems like someone that really you either as a player you probably really love him or you hate him to get us. And I bet he is split down the middle in that team. Like some of them, like maybe like Bruno probably love him, and then or some of them are like, man, this guy is like a bust. Like I just can't. They probably can't deal with him, but it's. Hey man, it's not my
but let's
team.
have it right though.
It
Let's have it right.
feels like
If he looked like Ten Hag, he would have been sacked already.
wait,
Let's have it right.
let me not speak. But in terms of Man United, it feels like they're missing steps. You know, they always want to like build. It's like they're trying to build, but without taking the crucial steps to lay the foundation. You know, but with Amarin, like this he doesn't feel like he's a Man United manager. The way he wants to play is just it doesn't suit Man United, and they're not going to give him the keys to the club. You know, so what's the point of continuing to do what they need to do? Like realistically, what they need is to pick a manager that actually suits the ideals that the fans can get behind, and then obviously it's going to take a bit of work to obviously get the support on board, but they need to go through that painful building process of actually building a team that the manager wants. Otherwise it's just going to be what they're doing. They just build on quicksand and it just falls down every time, man. And yeah, man, it's unfortunate, but it's the same old story, man. They've been doing this for the longest. I remember the comparisons with Oli and Arteta, and they've had like 6 managers since. Like it's crazy, man. Like you just need to have a bit of patience, Just build something with with substance, But it seems that they're not willing to do that.
Yeah, but can you? But that's what I said. I don't think he can be that because he's so rigid in his thinking that he's not looking at. Like, I go back to the film with Manu. It's like, okay, I've got a player here because apparently, from what I was hearing earlier, it's like what he doesn't like is because of his system. Manu is not really a switch of play player like a Bruno, like get it, ping it all the way on the other side, which is not his game. Okay, cool. That's not his game, but what else can he do? Like you as a coach, like, okay, he can't do that, but can he do something else that can be very impactful? Because I can get someone like so. I think he was saying is like, how has he? Okay, you like the switches play, but how have you not been able to play him, Casemiro, and Bruno in a game? Because then you're getting different things from each player that can be useful to your team. Because he might not be able to do that switch of play, but he can drive with the ball. He can play quick 1-2s with players, which like a Casemiro ain't really doing that. It's not really a Bruno game, like driving into little spaces and trying to play 1-2s or round the corner passes. That's not them. So how can you not be able to use that effectively?
Be fair,
But he's
man.
so thin of, I need this, not.
They picked the wrong
Yeah,
manager.
go.
They picked the wrong manager from the jump. Because at Sporting, he didn't. He showed signs of what he's doing now. He's not changed. You know what I mean? They should have recognized who he was
Yeah.
before giving him the job. You know what I mean? Like what's it called? At Sporting, he had so much control of what the players he had, the people he could bring in, to the point where he didn't have to adapt to the players. The players adapted to him. So if that's the case, they've just made
But
they've made
also
the wrong appointment.
that is the wrong approach because it's like you could probably get away with that in Portugal League because even if you don't get the exact player for your system, if you just get a player that's 70% of what you need, the league is you're sporting, you're gonna get you're the best team, so you're getting a high level
True.
player. Whereas in the league, if you get a 70% player that you're so rigid to the system that can't do everything you need, like for example, let's say Casemiro ain't really got the legs all the time, or like Ugarte, but it's like, okay, but in the Prem, they'll get found out. There's no
Quickly.
time to be able to, you'll get found out if you ain't. That's why it's like, and I always go back to it. He literally had one with Liverpool, but he didn't get it because in their heads as well. Like from what I've read before, it's like they realize it's like because he's so stuck in this one system. What about the players might, and you're dealing with players with bigger egos that have more say. It's like they was like, what about if they don't want to play this formation? This guy's not willing to move around or adapt to the team. He's just stuck in this ways, and they don't want to do it. And it's like you're just going to create a problem, which is you keep seeing problems. It was Rashford. Then now Manu is like there's all these like little problems keep coming up,
Not even
and that's
one
always a
thing as
sign
well.
because a manager that's got everyone on side. Good.
Sorry, I know you're talking about Rashford. See, with Man United, I think they have an 81-year tradition of them having what's it called, academy players in their team, and he's going to come in and break that. Like he doesn't fit the fabric of Man United at all. Like, Man United have always had an academy player in their team, and he's going to come in, bro. He's going to ruin. That's culture. You can't mess with the fabric of a club. Like I don't know, man. Sorry, I know it's completely a complete tangent, but I find that a bit mad, to be honest.
No, I
Yeah, but
actually
I just
agree,
think
but
that's
I
just
feel
yeah.
that in the current day football, it's difficult to use your youth in a way, unless you're Arsenal, of course, because you can bring through those guys. But the way Man U are at now, I don't know if they can rely on their youth. I don't know how good their youth is at this current moment in time. To even think, okay, cool, for the next 5 years, we need to
They've got
focus
a
some guy from the
15-year-old
youth to
that's
come through.
supposed to be the
Kobe's
man.
not getting the minutes under. What's that?
Nah, but you can't work. See, hey, you can't bring youth in see why Arsenal can bring youth in now. Why, even like
You
Liverpool
think
can
about
bring
it.
you for, City can bring you for, they can
When did Mason Mount break into the team?
the reason why they can
When did Saka break into the team? It's
when they
when
had nothing.
team
But that was a Lampard.
exactly. No, but this
As
is
under
when
Lampard, yeah.
teams are going through turmoil. But this is it. When you're in a bit of turmoil, you can bring these players in.
Yeah, but then
It
it
makes
wasn't
sense.
wasn't Arteta that gave? Wasn't it Arteta?
No, Emery. Emery played him left back.
No, Emery.
Yeah,
But
man.
again, yeah, I know. But again, one he played him out of position, but that was circumstance. Hey, he doesn't feel like it. But I think it's a lot easier to bring in the young talent when your team has got a set way. Everyone trusts the manager. They kind of like the leaders of the team, like back the manager. Because then when the young guy comes in, it's like, this is what you need to do, and if you ain't doing it, then you ain't getting. So you know if that young kid is doing them right things, like he'll have the leaders in the team's trust, the manager's trust, and then everything is easier to like. So if that kid goes and makes a mistake, it's like, no, we trust you because we trust everything else. Whereas for Man U, how probably half the team probably hear what he's saying, half the team don't. You bring this young kid, if he makes one mistake, half the team is onto his back now.
Yeah.
Like you need that right culture. Obviously, sometimes you can get a kid that's just like, hey, we ain't got nothing, so let's throw this kid in. Like we got nothing, but for Man U, how toxic it is, I wouldn't be bringing in a young kid. Like he's just gonna suffer. Like,
especially in that
suffer.
team, he's gonna suffer for sure. He's definitely gonna suffer.
Exactly. They ain't got a real backbone of a team, but
no.
Man, enough for the Man U. Let Man U suffer. We hope they keep suffering as we go along. Like no prosperity that way. But yeah, we'll move on to the first game of the weekend. Newcastle 2, Chelsea 2. Newcastle came out guns blazing. Nick Waltermard scored twice in the first 20 minutes. I thought it was going to be a long day for Chelsea, but come second half, Reece James played, took a free kick, scored, showing that his quality. He played midfield again, and then Sanchez hit one long ball, and João Pedro made it count. But Newcastle blew another lead. But how are you feeling, Prince? Like coming back 2-0 down, you haven't really been playing well of late. Do you think this was a show of character, or we just got back in there and let's get away with the draw?
No, I think we escaped. We got lucky to get that draw. The first 45 minutes might be the worst 45 minutes I've ever seen us play this season. We could not retain the ball, and every time we had the ball, we hoofed it long. Like I was actually surprised at what I was seeing, and I've watched a lot of our games where we actually try and play through teams and play through their press. Every moment in the first half was a long ball straight back to Newcastle, which made it look like they were on it, to be honest. And yeah, I was worried at half time. I thought there's no way we're going to come back from this. But then second half it just shifted. We actually started to play through. Obviously, Reece James pulling out that free kick was sublime. What a player as well. We've spoken enough about Reece James being one of the best right backs / centre mids at the moment in the world. But yeah, look, we caught life. It's not easy to go to Newcastle. It's really not easy, as you know, to go up there and get anything. And actually, in that second half, I felt like we could have gone on to win the game. They probably could have got a goal as well. They had some very good chances. Harvey Barnes missed the sitter. I think Walter might have missed the sitter before he came off as well. I say sitter, but it was a good opportunity to score. But to take a point up there, I'll take it. I'll be honest. The way we've been performing recently, and I'm actually quite glad we've not had the pod as consistent as recently, because the last couple of weeks have been heavy for me. But yeah, do you know what? I'll take the point happily. Shout out João Pedro as well. You might say João Pedro, that was a long ball from Sanchez, but improvised from him to head it out the way he did and then take on the man and score. Don't know why they were so open in that passage of play as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to him as well. Take the point and move on to the next one. I think we've
got. It's a Newcastle thing. They're just weird.
Yeah, that is, isn't it? But I don't know if you saw. Sorry, just to cut you there. I don't know. Did you see they changed their whole front three in the second half as well? They took Gordon, Waltmeister, and one other guy off. Brought on Elanga. I can't remember the other two they brought on. And I was just thinking, what's he doing? Like, he literally took the whole front three off and brought the next three attackers on.
Have they got a League Cup?
Maybe it was management, but that was a game where I felt like they probably could have took us. They could have took us if they didn't make them changes. I was very surprised to see that.
I think it's because he ain't. Is it? I think it might be he ain't got no midfield options. So it's like I can only change my attackers. Like because I think Joe Linton's
three
injured.
in the same go. That's I don't really see that
Nah,
much, especially in a game
yeah,
that's tight as well.
in the same.
Yeah, he did 3 at the same time.
What's it called? They're a bit of a
3 at the
makeshift
same time.
4 as well. What's it called? Melly at right back. I can't even remember the centre back.
Oh, Millie, what is it?
Lewis
Yeah,
Mike
man.
played well.
Nah, their 2 centre backs have been starting all season.
Yeah,
No.
Lewis Mike played well though.
Lewis Hall. Yeah, but that's what I mean. I think they're struggling in that like midfield fullback area. So it's just like so it's probably like the attacker's the easiest. That I've got attackers there. Let me bring them on. But Newcastle have been they can be a weird team. Like they can come up flying and then it's just like they die out during the game, or it's just one of those. They've got so much like that, like they're up and down, but then it's like I always said, there's no real like now without. I know he ain't been performing without Isak. They ain't got that killer. It's just like they just got loads of good players, but none of them are killers. So you never know which one is going to actually do something, or if any of them will do anything. But to you, Chris, like a few weeks ago, Chelsea was being tired. Like they're coming up, but now it's a little bit different. Like, is this what some of us were saying before? Like their youth is just not.
Yeah, man.
They're too youthful to keep consistent for the whole season.
I feel like I said this a couple of weeks ago. Obviously, I was at the crossroads of bantering Chelsea and being real about Chelsea. You know, what was it called? Obviously, I spoke about them having a youthful team and needing experience, like a centre back or a midfielder that knew how to manage the game and potentially, you know, give them a bit of understanding of how to see out what they need to do. You think what I'm saying? But to be honest, I feel like they've done incredible to get back in the game. But I feel as though Newcastle had a bit of unfortunate circumstances in terms of that penalty shot towards the end of the game. I don't know how you lot feel about it, but what's it called? Obviously, if that foul was against you, would you guys want it? I'm talking about Reece James on Harvey Barnes towards the end of the game.
One?
Did you not see? Reece James against Harvey Barnes when he pulled him back. You think? Fair.
Sorry. I know which one you're about. Yeah, I know which one about. I mean, I thought the pull was just outside the box anyway.
Had a good tackle.
Yeah.
Sorry, do you know what it was? Is when the attacker gets his body in front of the defender, isn't it? Like if he touches you, that's a foul. We've been told that from young. You know, like what's it called? Newcastle were very unlucky to not get a result, but they didn't do anything to earn it throughout the game. Like that second half, they completely let it slip. It's bananas. But Chelsea, obviously, yeah, man, you did your thing, and it's unfortunate, obviously, the run of results that you've had because you could have been in a shout, like firmly securing yourself in Europe, but Aston Villa's very much taking your spot at this moment in time. Whether or not you can get back into it, we have to wait and see because the teams around you are putting up a fight. Sorry.
No, following on from that, what I've learned over the last couple of weeks is we're still another 2 years away from challenging. We haven't even got the centre backs to challenge for anything. Like top 4 is up for grabs for anyone, as you know. And I'd like to think that we still can get top 4, but I look at your 2 backup centre backs; they're way better than our 2 starting centre backs. So we're miles off it. Like we're not near challenging for the title. And I know a couple more weeks ago it looked like we was on the up, but no experience in that side as we've spoken about recently, and that's going to be the reason why. I'll be intrigued to see what type of players we sign going forward because our current philosophy is to sign young. I can't see us signing a 26, 27, 8-year-old player to join this side. So, yeah, I'll be intrigued to see. But without the defence and without the 2 centre-backs, we need to bring in some serious centre-backs this summer coming to even make another step. If we're going to stick with the guys that we've got, like Wesley Fofana is coming off the 2 big injuries that he's had and he's been one of our best centre-backs. He can't run. He cannot run.
I'm finding, sorry to change the subject.
The choice the manager makes sometimes.
You're about to talk about what I wanted to talk about.
Tris.
You're about to talk about what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about Maresca.
Go.
Sorry. Alright, am I going?
Yeah, go on.
So, but yeah, see Maresca, do you not find it interesting, obviously, him being able to game plan for the big games, but then not to say Newcastle is a smaller side, but he doesn't seem to get it right. If you get what I'm saying, like the last couple of games, he's not the game plan that he's had for like the likes of Barcelona and Arsenal, like they were executed to the T, you know. And in these past games that have come about, I don't know
Yeah.
what's happening, you know.
No, I actually agree with you. And if I'm relating that to the first half of football that was displayed, I'd be really interested to know what he was telling them to do to what they were actually doing. Because all I saw in that first 45 minutes was hit the ball long, don't even try to play through the press, just hit it long every time, and they just kept coming straight back. Obviously, we've gone in at half time and things changed. We actually tried to play a bit of football like we have in previous games. But yeah, I actually agree with you. We come up, whatever he said the game plan was from the start definitely wasn't working, and I'll be interested to know if that's what he was almost telling the players to do. I guess it wouldn't be in simple terms like just go long, but I in that first 45, like, yeah, that was tough watch, a very very tough watch, very.
I could see what he was trying. Just looking at the lineup, because he put your two probably quickest like
Oh
direct
man,
runners, like just
Yeah,
being able to run in Neto and Garnacho, and thinking Newcastle press high. That's Newcastle. They're coming straight for you.
yeah.
So he's probably thinking, can we just hit the guys that can run and hit them on the counter? I could see it, but as I've said always, Palmer's best position is off the right. Him
Oh,
playing in the 10, he just kills him off the game.
it's
He
ineffective,
kills him at the game
ineffective.
every time because
Yeah.
he's not. He needs to be able to drift into the middle, not be in the middle where you can't. Where it's like the left back is like, oh, do I go with him or
Yeah.
pass him on? Like that kind of space where there's a little bit of confusion. When he's right there for the whoever the DM or the centre back to, it's just a lot easier. But
And do you
yeah,
know what else? As you
it's
say
like
that, like
some managers they overthink it too much sometimes.
exactly, but Maresca would have worked with Palmer for a lot of his career anyway, being in the youth setup at City. So he obviously sees something in Palmer in the camp. He started there, and Enzo made the bench that game, which was another terrible decision. We cannot play games without Enzo Fernandez, you know.
Yeah,
Like we cannot play games without him. When he came on, massive difference straight away. But I don't know if his idea is to play Palmer in the cam or not. But I have not seen him really play Palmer out wide or off the right as we used to see. I know he's just come back from injury, but yeah, I've not seen it, and I can't see it. I feel like that's where he wants to play him.
but
He's just ineffective there. It's not his fault.
that's what I mean. But managers get to like big for their ideas because in my head I'm like, but what the season Palmer broke out? What was he playing? He played off the right and he was absolutely killing teams. Like, yes, if you have no other choices, okay, I got to play him there. But you got Enzo that can play there. João Pedro, like he could have literally played the same team and just had Neto or Garnacho, one of them on the left, and put Enzo in the camp,
Exactly.
and it would have been probably the same team. But yeah, it's interesting, man.
Though,
It's interesting. Like they get thoughts or they get ideas, and this is what we'll do.
I know Palmer's just returning from injury, but he's not 100%. Like he's definitely not ready to be. Obviously, he played a lot of the minutes as well, and he's just getting back to full fitness. But he don't look 100% when I watched him play. I didn't see him really ignite that press the way that he does. Like a lot of the movements he did was sort of stand still, play the ball. I just didn't see the Palmer that we've seen, and it's still early to say because he's just come back from an injury in it. So, but I definitely don't want to see him in cam. Like I want to see him on the right. I think a lot of Chelsea fans want to see him come off the right. We're just not going to see it. He will not play him
there. Yeah, right. We'll see. Like his managers, we
way
do
too
what
much
managers.
money on wingers this summer to be paying him on the right. You know, I feel like a lot of your focus was on bringing wide players. So I feel like he's definitely being lined up to be a 10, whether or not Chelsea fans like it or he likes it. You know, but yeah, man, I don't think this doesn't work, does it? You can see he keeps trying to go in, and to be honest, I feel like it's unfair to expect a certain level of performance from him, particularly coming back, man. You know, he has to, what's it called? There has to be time, man. There has to be time. But yeah, sorry, Shakes.
Nah, but also certain managers, you never know. Certain managers have certain ideologies. Maybe because like I need fast wing because he's not fast.
No.
But where he's like, so his head is like, my wingers need to be absolutely rapid. You don't know.
Do you not
We'll have to
compensate
wait
with
and
that
see on how.
with a fullback though? Do you not compensate with a fullback?
But that's the
Yeah.
thing. That's what I mean. That is when I think he's the best. He's the best when he's got an overlap. Like he's a player, overlapping fullback, striker that makes runs in the channels. He will destroy so many teams because they won't know who to track or whether they need to go with him or stay. And if you leave him, he could cut in and shoot. So that's like he gives him the all the three options. But we'll wait and see. We'll move on to the next game. The 5:30 kickoff for yesterday. I was excited to watch the game. It ended Liverpool 1, Tottenham. Oh, sorry, Liverpool. Hey, I'm messing my own words up, but that game was such a long game. Tottenham 1, Liverpool 2. Hey, Xavi Simons made his own mistake. I don't know what he was thinking.
Did you see it?
Like, yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. Boy, that was stupidity at its finest. I didn't really. We was playing okay before the red card. We started playing a lot better come the second half. Got our 2 goals. Isak scores a goal. Looks like he got injured and might have broken his ankle, so we'll see how that comes about. But Ekatike, once again, scoring another goal. And then we just keep it rolling. Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but we kept it rolling. Romero receives a second yellow card. I don't know how much of it I've rewatched it. I'm not sure how much of it was actually a red card or how much kick, but
It was. It
can't
was.
be kicking out.
It was.
Second yellow, though, isn't
You
it?
can't really
Second
you
yellow.
can't be kicking. And then well, it was yellow. I thought it was straight red for some reason,
No,
but
second yellow.
it's maybe second yellow. Yeah, so but there you go. But then for the last 5 minutes, we was pinned back by 9 men. It felt like one of them. But hey, we got away with it. We won another game. Hey, you got to keep it moving. It wasn't the prettiest. I think we have another injury blow, which is going to be fun to see if he's actually broken his ankle, because that's 6 months. That's basically season's done. So I can't. We can't hope for better. Just to maybe a couple weeks injury, because that goal might have gave him confidence, and that will go.
It might be a blessing in disguise with Hugo in touching the form that he's touching, you know. But obviously, you don't want Isaac coming in and starting to try and hog the limelight when he's doing what he's doing. I feel like he suits your football a lot better than Isaac does in terms of being able to.
But I think they can play together.
In. No, I'm not saying that they can't. I'm not saying
because
that
the goal came from both of them.
No,
the goal came from both of them.
For
Oh no, it came from.
Verts,
he won it Ekatike. No, but I think it was Ekatike to Verts and Verts to Isak. But you know what I mean? I think they can play together, and I think that's probably what was the plan. In the next couple of weeks, playing them together. But yeah, because the problem I have with Ekatike is I feel like he will drop. He's young, isn't it? Being that consistent for a whole season, not always people can do so. I feel like at some stage, he started off well, then had a little lull, and now he's doing well again. I feel like at some point again this season we'll have a little lull. So if we don't have Isak, that hopefully, but which my thinking was just keep building him up. Eventually second half of the season he's gonna be all good.
Is this the Ekatike we're talking about?
Nah, well, a bit above Isak and Ekatike. So, but I'm saying I don't know whether he can keep it up the whole season. He's gonna have another quite dip in form for
I think he'll be
walked,
okay.
but they said he did. Yeah, hopefully.
He did. He looked in a bad way though when he went down. He looked like he was in a bad way. I actually think that this will do Ekatike favours. Now that he's going to be relied on massively. That's what I feel.
I was just saying. Yeah, man. Agreed. But Shiggs is not hearing it. He thinks both of them can play together.
No, I mean that. I guess that's the idea. That's what they want. But I actually feel that Ekatike would have been a great Liverpool striker without the distraction of the Isak saga coming through the summer. And I think if there was no Isak, I think we'd be seeing a lot more from Ekatike. Obviously, he's young and he's going to have dips and stuff. But for someone that's come to the Prem, he's had a better start than most players that have come to the Prem in other clubs and other systems. And even with Liverpool being so up and down, he still played pretty well. So I actually think this will benefit him, having Isak out, knowing that they're relying on him. That's what I feel.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see how they go. Hopefully, it's nothing bad. But hey, at some points, I'm still seeing he's slowly getting better. I think the thing of him just going, look, well, let's be solid and then we'll work from there. Beating games, like, let's stop being having to chase games so early. Let's just be. I think in the last couple of games, it's like not conceded early. It's like, let's keep beating games and then we build from there. Let's see how that goes first before anything else. It's just slowly like getting us up. But what in the last couple of games? What are you guys? I'll come to you, Tris. Thoughts on like Liverpool? How do you think they've got things back a little bit on track, and how do you think they're going to keep going that way?
I have what's it called? I've watched a few Liverpool games. I've been most impressed with what's his name, Curtis Jones. He, for me, in the
Yeah,
last, I'm not too sure about the Spurs performance, but in the previous performances, he's the one that's been dragging you lot over the line. What's it called? It's been inspiring performances from the middle. But yeah, man, you lot seem to be finding. Did you play your new formation against Spurs, or was it same
I don't
old, same old?
know. It was a little. Yeah, I don't know. We played the new one. I had the midfielders, but I don't know. I think he went. It seemed more like a four
This is it. You
three
can
three.
see the slight adjustments
I
that
don't
he's
know.
making, and it feels like it's benefiting
Yeah.
you. With Salah going to AFCON, I feel like it gives you a fantastic platform to build, and potentially get a run of games going. And what's it called? I don't think you'll challenge, but I think you need to be in European spots. I feel like that's the
Yeah.
goal. Obviously what's it called? To get your team to be finding a little bit of familiarity together and building those relationships. I think that's the most important thing, and getting the results alongside to match the performances, and just continuing to do what you need to do. But yeah, man, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Liverpool at this moment in time. Unfortunately, I don't like to say it, but it is what it is. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I make this point before we go into Spurs because I'm like, and I've read it the other day and I was like, you know what, that might be actually makes sense. And it's similar to someone said the same might be for like a Kobe. It's like when you have a midfield three, it's very like specialist players. Like you need your defensive mid that's rather like a breaker of like a Caicedo. I was breaking everything up, or you need like your Zubimendi's that like control the game, keep the game ticking. Then you have your eights, which are like normally your box to box, do everything, get up and down kind of players, and then you have the most creative one that's a bit higher, like your Eze's, Odegaard's, like Bruno's, and like Foden, like those kind of. But with a four, for some players like Emmanuel or Curtis Jones, where it's like they can't really do the six on their own because they haven't got that that thing to control the game, or they can't really break up tackles. They haven't really got the full athleticism to get up and down all day long, and they're not so creative. But they've got a little bit of everything. Like they're not really high in anything. They've got a little bit of everything, and they can do a little bit. That a four might make them come out a bit more because then you get to see them being like, okay, I'll drop into the six at this moment. Okay, I'll go a bit higher in this moment. Like they can just be around the ball, around the pitch, which then highlights what they're really good at, which is just they've got a little bit of everything. And
No,
it's like
Curtis
maybe
Jones is
that's
definitely
why
an
the
all
Curtis
action
Jones is like is
midfielder.
coming out more.
He's an all action
Yeah,
midfielder. He's
like but
got it
he's not
all.
like absolutely top at everything.
No, but he's got it all.
But exactly, but none of it is top. It's just he can do it well. That's what I mean. So it's like, but what in the four is coming out more because he's allowed to do that more, and he's not. And someone said that also. Obviously, injuries have played a part because he'll have those games he can do something like that. Because I remember when he played Chelsea last season, and he was everything you wanted in the film, but then he can't keep it up.
Yeah.
So being a four might just help him to get the best out of him. And maybe some midfielders are like not all midfielders are made for three because even back in the day they used to play fours, and it was like I think he
He used
made
to
a
play twos.
comparison that Sadov was like he had the I know, but some play like Milan used to play diamond, but he had like a when Sadov used to play, he had Pirlo, Gattuso, and I forgot who was the cam like Kaká, and then he was just the all do everything kind of player. Where he has the other four that were like more specialists, and then he was like, "I'll just do everything else. I'll do everything else. I could go high if I want. I can drop like kind of that kind of play." So it'll be interesting if he keeps it up. But I'll come to you, Prince. Spurs, where did they go from here? where can they even go from here? This is looking bleak bit by bit.
Do you know what? It's like you just never know what you're going to get with Spurs, and they're so inconsistent in their team choice as well. But one thing I want to highlight, because I've been seeing a lot of talk about Thomas Frank and what he does. Remember, prior to him getting this job, Thomas Frank was held in very high regard. Like people were talking about Thomas Frank, that this is the great next step, this and that. All I'm seeing now is a lot of Thomas Frank slander, like it's his fault. Now I don't know too much about Tottenham. I'm not watching too much of them, but one thing I'm not happy with at the moment is like when a manager makes a step from maybe a mid-tier team to that next step, it's automatically become a Thomas Frank fault in itself. And I don't know what to make of Thomas Frank at the moment. Like, it's a lot of passion. He seems very passionate. Even when they got that goal, the way he celebrated, because obviously they were mounting a comeback. And yeah, but just highlighting Spurs, it's just going to be their season of ups and downs where you just don't know what you're going to get from them. Yeah, I still can't recognise who their out-and-out striker is. They've been playing Moani a little bit more. Then they'll jump back to Richarlison. I just don't think they're very sure in what their idea is going forward. The only person that's pretty locked into their position of play is Jed Spence. He's the only one that I know what you're getting from every game that they play. But the rest of them, I'm just a bit unsure what they're going to bring. But I just feel a bit for Thomas Frank because he's made this step and like he's getting a lot of stick for maybe what his ideas are and what he's bringing to the club. And you know how that pressure can just mount, and before you know it, it's all against him, and then they're trying to move on. Like, yeah, I don't know. What do you lot think of Thomas Frank at the moment?
See, I like him as a manager, but the thing I always say is things are like it's about timing and right place. Like you're going to Tottenham, are you gonna get whatever not get everything you want? Like, because it doesn't always work like that. You gotta work what you want, but are you gonna get like? There's no way they should have foddered it over that what's his name, Morgan Gibbs White.
Gibbs White, yeah.
Like, if you knew the man had a release clause, don't go put in the exact penny of it. Like, just dump a little bit on top and just like that was not meant to be known. Just dump a little bit on top, and you get the player. No one says a word. But you go in with the exact amount that is needed. Like, that's what I mean. Know your due. Like, he went in and Levy probably said a bunch of stuff and then he probably then done differently. The injuries have killed him because he hasn't had a striker like Moani and Richarlison. There might be good strikers to have to come off like Richarlison. Whenever he comes off the bench, he seems to always put a bit of pressure and he's good with that. He's good with that. But to be starting games and trying to win games, they're not the ones, and that's again another problem. Is like you ain't got your one. He hasn't really got all his number ones in the attacking sense, starting all week in week out, or hasn't. So it's just killing him because they can't create and they can't score goals. And that's why I think that's why they've been doing better away from home because he can come up with a game plan and a structure to win a game on the road, whereas at home you're probably going to dominate the ball, so you need a bit more from your players. So,
I feel like that's
it's a bit
the
unlucky,
issue.
it's a bit unfortunate, but I don't know how much longer he could keep.
Go on, Tris.
That's the issue. He doesn't know how to perform at home. I feel like if he was to have the results the opposite way round, if
He ain't got the players though.
agreed, but if the home form was to be the away form, the fans would give him a little bit more grace. He would have a little bit more time to get his ideas because at Brentford is a well-oiled machine. They have they had what he needed essentially, and if they lost it, they would go replace it with someone just the same way. The tools that he had,
Quickly.
it made sense. At Tottenham, obviously, he's still got to build what he had, and obviously it's bound to have teething problems. But I don't know about you. Well, obviously, Shegs has said that he rates it, but I hold Thomas Frank in high regard, man. Obviously, ever since Brentford come up and they bust us, I've had my eyes on him. He's a serious man, He knows how to play the game.
Yeah.
But whether or not he gets the time to show that he can, we have to wait and see. But I think it'd be a huge mistake if they let him go because that's the first manager in a long time since Pochettino. I feel like Spurs can be an outfit, But do you know what, man? It's just that club. I just resort back to the same old phrase, man. Spursy. that's the way they conduct themselves, man. It's
Spurs,
unfortunate, but there's
but
not a lot
the
you can
Spurs
do.
fans as well, like
You
they
know,
have an expectation. They have an expectation that they feel that they are bigger than what they actually are. That's the concern with Spurs as fans, but as a fan base, I think they do feel that they should be up there challenging with the best of the best. But and actually, going off the summer, they have the resources to sign players. They did sign players. They spent good money on players. So I don't know what the signing situation is there and who makes those decisions. But if it is about Thomas Frank bringing in the players that he wanted to bring in, I would go as far to say that he had a good say in bringing in these players that he brought in. So it's tough to say.
Yeah.
have to wait and see with them, man.
Yeah, I'll say he probably had a good. I'll just finish it off. He probably had a good say of the type of players, but I wouldn't say like it's not even that. Like Xavi Simmons was in the top of the priority. It was because you see they went from Gibbs White to Eze, and then Xavi Simmons. It was like they went down the list. But again, it's like get the deals done early or right, and you won't have them problems where you have to go with the third choice essentially. So then you're kind of dealing, and even that Cole Moani, I don't think they really wanted to get him. It was Solanke's ain't fit. We need. It's like we need another body. Like Moani's one of them. He's become one of the players. Like how do they keep getting signed every season? New club, but they'll get signed every season because someone needs someone last minute.
Yeah.
So it's on them. We'll move it on to Arsenal Everton. Arsenal coming out of a 1-0 win. Pen, Gokares. The game didn't really have much. I don't know, but they found a way. Like, they didn't have nothing. Like, Trist, how you feeling? Like, it was a little bit lackluster of a game, lackluster of a performance, but hey, you guys got out with the 3 points. That's all that matters in the end.
That's what I'm thinking. You know, what's it called? My heart says I'm concerned about performance, but my head says it doesn't matter. We got the result. You know, 3 points is the bottom line. You know, but it is a little bit concerning because we lack that free flowing football. You know, that actually like strikes fears in teams and can get us over the line. It feels like we're limping a little bit. You know, and it's a little bit worrying because obviously City's breathing down our neck at this moment. So I don't know, man. Obviously, I don't know what the solution is. Obviously, it just has to be finding the back of the net because we had the penalty. The penalty was bananas. I don't know what the defender's doing, put his hand up there. But yeah, man, what's it called? In my head, there's two opportunities that are clear. I think it was Saka and Trossard. What's it called? We hit the woodwork twice, and it was just I don't know, man. That there sums up the game to me. But I was talking to my brother-in-law today earlier, and he supports Chelsea, and he's telling me about when he watches Arsenal, everything besides the final third looks exactly how you want it to be. Like in terms of how we defend, how we we move the ball, like we get into these opportunities, but it's just the final touch. You know, it's just like I feel like everyone can see it, and it's just whether I don't know what it is. We just got to find what Emery give Aston Villa after the 5 games and give them that because, bro, it's not looking good at this moment. Obviously, Man City doing their thing. You know, don't wanna repeat it again, man. I hurt my head like a couple times, man. No, the big man thing. It's a lot. You know, obviously
do you know what,
they
going away,
do what they do. They're a machine.
But going away though, like you're away at Everton, it's not meant to be an easy game. They're gonna make it tough. I feel like you played pretty well for what it was.
Did you see their team?
You're not gonna go. Sorry, Everton's team.
Did you see their team? Like they're missing
Who?
majority of their
Everton.
players.
Yeah,
Like,
they are. But
yeah,
again, like Everton
no, what's it
they know
called?
how to make a game tough. They know how to make it stiff in a way. I feel like, yeah, winners win, and champions have games like that where they can just get the 1-0 and hold it out. And I feel like that's what you did. Trossard scores that goal that hits the post. I think you're looking at that a little bit different. That's an efficient performance, but yeah, maybe because they didn't have Ndiaye and who they were missing, you would argue that Arsenal will go and walk all over them. And if it was at home, I would imagine you would have walked all over them. But going away anywhere in the Prem this season is always difficult. And the only thing I'm curious to know for you lot
Indeed.
is like, how far are we letting this Gokares guy run the show up top? Because Gabby's back now, and I feel that Arsenal's front line. No, I'm not even hating. I feel like Arsenal's front line works so much better when Gabby Jesus is there.
Indeed.
Bruv,
My
but will he be there?
issue is that Gyökeres makes the right runs. He occupies defenders. He makes you have to concentrate on him, because he's doing the right things. He's just not got that final, he's not got the finish. That's it. That's all he's missing. Once he gets that, once he finds form, it will make sense. But obviously, it's painful to watch. It's very painful to watch when you see
Tough,
Gabby
man.
Jesus come off the bench doing what he's doing. Like, honestly, man, like it's. Do you know what? I love Gabby, innit? But there's a reason why Man City sold him. You know what I mean? Like, if he was the man he was supposed to be, he would still be at Man City because he's a phenomenal player. He's an absolutely phenomenal player.
Yeah.
He just doesn't. I don't know. We have to wait and see. Hopefully, the injury hasn't set him back and he's still got something to offer. But Shegs was talking earlier in the year. He was like, Gabby who? Bro, you'll see now, innit?
Hey, listen.
Nah, the way it flows with him is better.
It's the same with.
For real.
It flows, but it's the same with Joe Gomez. They have a couple games like, this guy's got it, and for whatever reason,
Hold on,
something will happen.
We're not going to compare Joe Gomez and
Something will
Gabby Jesus
happen.
right now. That's crazy.
Do you hear that?
But I'm talking about. No, I'm not talking about like them player for player. But I'm talking about they play a couple games. They're like, like, where's he been? Like, because once they start playing, you're like, this actually a good player. Like, good player to have in our squad. Like, can do a couple things, can do whatever they do. And thinking, like if we could just get him running, get him playing the team, it will be a good asset to our team. And if for whatever reason, something will come up. Well, I don't know what injury is going to happen. I don't wish it on no one, but something will come up with Javi Jesus in a couple of weeks. Yeah. One hamstring, one something, and you're like, this is why. Because when you show us your level and you show us you could get back to that level where it's like, we can use you in the squad, something happens to you that your body just breaks down.
I don't know, man.
And some players are that, and that's why
towards
Arsenal, he ain't gonna be no factor.
I believe towards their title charge, I think Gabby will play a huge factor towards the back end. I don't think he's going to pick up loads of injuries. He's just come off an injury. He's back now, and I'm just talking about the way it flows for them when he's playing. I think Gabby's going to be quite influential towards the back end of this season for them. I do.
No, of course.
Yeah, we'll have to work.
When Gabby Jesus and Ben White was in the same team, and obviously we're seeing the triangles, it was just like, oof, this is what it was, man. This is what had the league frightened, you know? Like, I don't know, man. No, but
games.
Bro, this is what it was, man. I was thinking, oof, and then, bro, all of them, it just broke down, man. I don't know what we did. I don't know who, I have to contact to get this off, this curse off us. But we are in trouble, bro. Like, the summer we had was phenomenal, you know what I mean? And I'm still feeling do you know what I mean? Sometimes I question why I even get myself involved in this football business, but it's so stressful. I'm not even playing. Do you know what I mean?
Also, one more thing. Hey, was that a sympathy penalty, or is Gyökeres the Arsenal penalty taker? Just curious.
Sympathy, bro.
Probably, but I feel like strikers should be taking penalties, man. I'm old school like that.
Yeah.
You know, Saka's your penalty taker.
I hear it, but you know what I mean. Obviously, strikers should be. We didn't have a striker previously, so that's why he was on. But strikers should be taking penalties, man. That's how it's always been. That's the way it should be. But yeah, man. Obviously, you see the power on that. The confidence is not there, man. Jordan went the right way. I was a bit nervous until I see it in the back of the net. I was a bit, but yeah, man. Yeah.
Nah,
it was a tough watch, man. It was a tough watch, particularly that last 10 minutes, man. Anyway, let's celebrate.
But you found a way to win, so that's what that matters.
Indeed.
You keep it rolling because you don't want to go. You don't want to get that momentum shifted. If Man City got top, that momentum shift will feel like the weight of the world just drops on the team. So we'll see how it goes. Couple interesting games coming up in the next couple of weeks. So we'll see how it goes. But let's move on to the quick fire round. Let's go shoot through some of these games. I'll tell you, this weekend probably had some of the most uneventful, boring games that like everyone was like, yeah, fair. Like
Yeah,
we
fact.
just keep it moving. We'll start off with Man City, West Ham. Everyone, I don't think no one. If you had any money, you was betting Man City to win. Like, nice, comfortable 3-0 win. Trist, what was your thoughts on like City against West Ham this weekend?
It was routine. Watching it on Match of the Day, Man City were relentless. The way they pressed was phenomenal. Everything was so organised.
Yeah.
Like West Ham didn't have a chance. Even if they decided to turn up, they were still would have got slapped. It's unfortunate for West Ham. Obviously, they've not managed to find what they need to find with Nuno. I'm not sure if he's the man to take them forward. But yeah, man. Obviously, they have to hope and pray, man. Hopefully, they can get to January and sign a bit of speed and get an outlet. Maybe even a striker to ease the burden on Bowen. But other than that, man, they are looking, yeah, man, frustrated.
Yeah, I heard that. Coming to Prince, next game of the weekend was actually decent. Wasn't too bad. Leeds 4, Palace 1. What are your thoughts on Leeds' new like revival performance and getting some good performance in there of late? Prince,
I think he's reconnecting.
he's coming. He's doing a U. I got 4 here for some reason.
Told you when I hit
Well,
the
there's
hour
2, you
mark,
know.
things start moving.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Alright, let's keep it going. I was saying about the Leeds winning 4-1 against Palace. Like, how do you think they're doing? Like with their recent performance, and do you think they can stay up comfortably now?
No, listen, good for Leeds. A great result. Not easy to go and beat Palace like that, but I don't think they'll be staying up this season. I feel like they will go down. But shout out Calvert-Lewin, trying to get his England World Cup spot. Definitely should go over Danny Welbeck. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that?
Did you hear that?
I can't hear you, bro.
I'm out, man. I'm gone. See you later. I'm gone.
Hey, I'm gonna do his one.
Ooh.
Hey, I said to everyone, Palace's legs are gonna fall off, and they're starting to fall off because they ain't got the energy. Right, they had to play they played Wednesday or Thursday, and then they had to play Saturday at 8 p.m. and they're playing Tuesday against you, man.
Yeah, man. I feel like
legs are about
Palace
to
needs
fall,
to pick a
and they've barely got
competition.
a squad.
They need to pick a competition and just go all out for that competition and bring some silverware because they've got the team to do it.
They cannot.
Yeah, they can't fight on all 4 fronts. This is too much.
Yeah, Conference League, man. Go on Conference League, man. That's what they should be aiming for, Conference League. But winning Europe is better than anything they were. Because one, they're never going to really win the league. They've won the FA Cup, so it's like, is the League Cup any different? Like, trying to win the League Cup. Just go Conference League. How many times can they say they win something in Europe? But
no, of course.
It is what it is.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Let me come to you for the Bournemouth Burnley 1-1. A draw. Interestingly though, I did see Semenyo and I was like, is this guy meant to be AFCON? I had to do a quick search. Ghana there, make the AFCON. I was like, whoa, Semenyo, this guy's meant to be. But yeah, I do think Bournemouth have kind of had a little bit of a dip lately. They're not really performing. What do you think your thoughts on Bournemouth at the moment? Because that's their second draw this week as well.
Is that me? You coming to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, look, obviously coming off that 4-4 against United, I expected Bournemouth to come and win this game with ease, but they had a lot of chances, just couldn't be clinical in front of goal, and then Burnley nick a draw right at the death, really, right at the death. So, yeah, look, Semenyo's still carrying the goods with the goal that he got, and he still performs really well. And I'm seeing a lot of talks about him making a move in January, because obviously his contract ends this summer.
I'm sure.
No,
it's a release clause.
He signed a new one, didn't he? Sorry. Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, release clause that it was 64.
I think so. He needs to make a move. He needs to make a move. I feel like the way I see him performing from September till now, he's been really, really good, really good. So it's time for him to make that move.
Although I'm not sure what team he actually suits, because I'm not sure he suits. I'm not sure he suits a Liverpool. I'm not sure he suits a Man City either.
No, I don't think so.
Certainly not Man United with Amarin in at the reins. That's not, man.
Yeah, you can't
I'm surprised there. Well, we don't actually suit them because they play a three. I don't know what. See, this is what I mean. What Man U just be buying players like they play a three, but none of them are really wide. So what? He's gonna start playing Semenyo on the cam or left wing back.
Do you not think he could suit at Liverpool?
I think he could
I'm not
suit
sure.
us more
I
than
think
Man
he
U.
could, you know.
He could definitely suit City.
No.
I
Because
think
Semenyo,
like
you could say he's a little bit like a Mane.
a little bit, you know, the way I've seen him perform. And when I'm watching Liverpool, obviously I know Salah's gone, Gakpo's injured, but you lot are missing them direct wingers that like I feel like Semenyo could suit them at the moment.
No.
If you asked me in September, I probably would have said no. But now I actually feel like they could do them.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sure, man. Jury's
Yeah,
out
man,
for
we'll see
me.
where it goes. But apparently it's Man U and Man City.
Do you think he definitely makes a Prem move?
I think so. I think so.
Definitely.
He likes it, doesn't he? He likes it.
Mm.
You know, if he was clever, though, he would wait for the Arsenal.
You know he's an Arsenal fan.
No, he would. He would wait
He's
for
an
us
Arsenal
if he was
fan,
clever.
isn't it? So
Oh, but you have to wait and see, innit? Oh man. But yeah, what's next?
Brighton,
You look tired.
Sunderland, hey, 0-0. Huh?
You look tired.
you're tired, innit, Shags?
No. I will say Brighton. What's it? Brighton, Sunderland 0-0.
Do you know what
Probably
I'll
a
say on
tell.
that? I will say I thought that Sunderland would start to or struggle in a game like that because of AFCON. They've lost like 3 or 4 players, maybe 2 or 3, I'm not sure. 0-0.
Yeah, their strongest players.
Just drilling out results. This is the same Brighton that can go and beat City this season, beat Tottenham, beat Chelsea.
It was Brighton, man. I bet. I know Brighton probably had hella chances. It's just Brighton. It screams Brighton.
It
Like,
does.
teams they should probably go and beat.
Yeah.
Then they'll just start playing in a certain way.
Arguably, it was a good result for both of them.
Hey, 0-0. Yeah, like man, them teams will take it.
Where are Sunderland? Sorry, in the league now.
They must still top. They're still top 10.
6th, 7th.
Shout out to them, man. Shout out to them.
They are currently.
Their target, you know what's it called? Their manager said the target they've set for themselves is 40 points. They wanted 40 points at the start of the season.
Really?
They're gonna smash it. They're doing phenomenal.
Nah, but you don't. Hey, but you'd be surprised. Terrible runs can happen.
No, they're not going down. They're staying in Prem for sure.
Nah, they ain't going down, but they might. But terrible runs have happened before.
Yeah, but what? Top 14
they need 13
is a good
points.
season for Sunderland.
Yeah, I think that's
that's a good season for them.
Very good
and I can see them still carrying on because they made some good signings. Like the players they brought in were good players. Man. So who knows?
But this manager come out of nowhere.
Moving on to the next game, to the worst team in the league. Boy, this team stinks so bad that they still ain't won a game all season. We're in December.
I can't believe they're this bad, you know.
Brentford 2. They have
how have they become this bad?
They give us a game though.
Because they give us a game. Sold players and
I know.
Yeah, they give you a game.
They give you goals as well. I'm saying.
When it rains, it pours.
How can you have played 17 games and have 2 points?
No, that's
2 points.
They're going to exceed. Was it Derby that got the record?
Derby, 8 points.
Peru. Do you remember a few weeks back when Prince said it was a big statement beating them? Do you remember that? Sorry, I can't get over that still.
Hey, listen, they didn't have a shot on target against us. That's a statement in my brain.
Hey.
And then look what happened after I said that.
No.
What happened?
Hey, do you know what's going to happen? I think Liverpool have got them soon. I think we've got them next.
No, you got them next. Yeah.
No. Have we got them next?
Yeah, you got them next.
I would not be surprised if they got something. I would not be surprised.
Not at Anfield. No way.
The jokes write themselves, man.
Hey, I'm telling you.
Hey, is there any player at Wolves that if they get relegated, any player at Wolves that you'd keep in the Prem?
No.
Nah, man, they stink.
No. What? Not even. What's that? João Gomez. I like João Gomez, you know.
Nah, man.
I like him. Yeah, but they're a poor team. There's still players that could benefit a Prem team, man. Don't do that. Yeah, I'll take him, bro. That's a backup to Caicedo right there. They both do the same job.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Gomez.
Like Gomez.
Alright, they're dead, man. Alright, let's move it on. Hey, that rounds up the. Actually, no, sorry. There's one more. Fulham tomorrow. Fulham Forest. Can I get a quick Fulham Forest, get a quick prediction. What do you think is going to happen? Fulham at home versus Forest.
0-0.
I've got two teams in form.
0-0.
Not
Hey,
even little
Trist,
Harry Wilson screamer. Yeah,
you got it.
maybe 2-1.
Maybe I'll get that prediction. It'll catch me up, that prediction.
Email it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Hey, I need a Fulham clean sheet and Anderson, maybe a
Yeah,
little Anderson goal, and I've had the greatest week of
You had
FPL.
a good week. When I see Rogers scored in 2 goals, I was like,
Hey, I had a
"Give it a
great-
rest."
hey, I was looking, I was like, hey, that's another 3 bonus points.
That's crazy. That's
hey,
crazy.
hey, Rogers today. I think I'll make it 105 points. We're still
Yeah.
Anderson
You could, though.
to play.
The 2 guys at the top had their triple
What?
captain for this game. I was so surprised.
What of ours?
In our league, the 2 guys at the top, they had their triple captain for the Highland West Ham game. I thought they might have used it.
But I think your ways. I ain't it both West Ham supporters.
I'm not sure. Probably, you know.
No, I think Charlie Collins is. Oh, sorry, let me not name someone.
Yeah.
I think he's defo. Yeah. No, yeah, he's defo. What's it called? He's defo. I'm sure he's defo West Ham. I think the other guy might be as well.
I mean,
I'm ask him still.
luckily, there's
captain against that.
still a long way to go, though. Still a long way to go. So
yeah. Yeah. Hey, are you sure they're triple captain?
yeah, the 2 people.
I had more points than them.
No, exactly. Even when I saw it, I was like, they're triple captain, and they've only got a little bit more than me, and I was like, wow. Have a look, they're triple captain.
Yeah, the rest of their team must stink.
I mean, everyone's got a pretty similar team, though. Don't you think? That's what I hate about FPL at this point, because everyone's teams
I'm trying to catch up to my teams.
Yeah, but you got like 2 differential players that have actually performed over the last couple of weeks. So Rogers has been. I don't think many people have got Rogers. So.
Alright, Rogers has been doing bits for me. I can't lie.
I don't think Tristan.
Everyone's gonna jump on him now, and I'm like, hey, I'm calm.
I don't think Tristan's got Rogers. Oh, you have?
Yeah, man.
No, do you know who killed me? You see that Semenya?
Yeah.
He killed me. Honestly, man.
Yeah,
I jumped on that train like late. Yeah.
See, hey, you gotta know, I knew a trade. I was like, I'm not on the trade, so I'm never let me not jump on. Because if I jump on, I literally, when I thought about it, the week or 2 after, I started doing nothing.
Exactly.
Now it's like,
and that was the point. I had him in my team.
Yeah, but I had that with Mateta as well. I thought, nah,
does you miss the boat?
I had that with Mateta, man.
No,
hey, I jumped off. Hey, I'm happy. I jumped off Mateta. I jumped off Mateta at the right time, straight to Waterman. I was like, that was a perfect jump because Mateta was
Danny Welbeck stocks. That was phenomenal. Pumped it up quick.
That's crazy.
Hey, let me go and finish off. Let's just finish off. That's the games for this week. We'll go to next week's game. Hey, it's game week 18. It's gonna be quick and fast. Straight after that game week, there's game week 19 and 20 all within the same week. So, hey, by the time game week 20 comes, it might be completely different in terms of the league. But some key games next week: United versus Newcastle on Friday night, Boxing Day. Hey, do you think United can bounce back after the Villa loss?
Who's the home team?
Or Newcastle's going to go there and out-pressure them? What do you think, Tris? Or Prince, either one of these?
Now go on, Tris.
I think United. They come back with something to say. This seems like the type of game where they bounce back. You know, one of them
Even if Fernandes
teams.
is missing.
Yeah, man. Why not? When he comes in, stories.
Yeah, we don't know if he's missing though. We don't know if he's missing, do we? He just got injured today, but we don't know how serious it is.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looked like hamstring.
Is it hamstring?
I mean, they brought on Martinez for him at that point, so I was even confused then. They got no depth. I see Martinez taking long shots. So I was like, what is going on?
I saw Martinez in centre mid. I thought, hey, who's this slick back here? I was thinking, what is going on? I was like, I thought it was one youngster.
No, that's crazy.
No, you guys have been.
I'm a side with Newcastle.
Yeah, I'm definitely got Newcastle.
I'm a side with Newcastle.
Put on the pressure on them.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, but I'll come to you, Prince. Hey, big game. for both teams next week. Chelsea versus Villa at the Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's gonna be
Love to see it.
a really big game. Can Chelsea close the gap a little bit more on Villa, or can Villa keep up with with maybe their title challenge? What you think is gonna happen in that
Look,
game?
a great game of two teams that are probably in a similar position right now. But I feel that if Villa performed okay today, don't get it twisted, they were okay. But if they perform like that against us, we'll put up a good fight. I think we'll put up a good fight and we'll get a result. However, this is Chelsea. You never know.
Is.
Never know, bro.
We love it, man.
Casado might get sent
Who's
off.
the colour?
Hey,
Football's the game.
Villa, they got
Might get sent
the
off.
momentum right now. They're the best team in the league.
Who's that? Villa?
You know what, yeah? If Chelsea win,
Yeah.
if Chelsea win, are they back in the title race? Are they back?
No.
No.
Stop
Oh,
it.
I need
like
to
five-
Shay for that one.
Like
I
five.
need to Shay for that one. Shout out, boy, Shay. Yeah, man.
It's all Shay. It's Shay though. He's the one that's saying all these things, man. It's crazy.
Man, I need
If
to
it's
do
not
it. I
Shay,
need to
it's
do it.
Cancel.
We'll see how it goes.
Oh, it's not easy, man. It's not easy.
No, man. It's tough.
Another decent game of next weekend: Arsenal versus Brighton. I think City have got a quite easy game, whilst you got we all know Brighton can. All it takes is they can turn up one game, whereas City have got Forest away.
That's tough for them.
So a little bit of jeopardy for both teams. What are your like in terms of going at home to Brighton?
Oh, man. I pray for Sean Dyche. He needs to do me a favour. A nice Christmas present, you know? I think
It's after Christmas. It's 2 days after Christmas.
I don't care. I just need something nice, you know what I mean? And that what's it called? A 0-0, a 1-0, something greasy, you know? Something nasty. I need that. But in terms of Arsenal Brighton, I'm a little bit nervous because they are very much our bogey team and they tend to kick us when we're down. And obviously, our performance is not great at this moment in time, so it's not looking good. It's definitely got the hallmarks of a banana skin, and I'm not looking forward to it at all. At all.
Yeah, man.
It's at home though, isn't it?
Hey, I personally think you guys will. Yeah, I think you'll get a nice little 2-0 like
2-3
Brighton.
nil.
They can
You know what,
can
yeah?
fold sometimes.
Last time we played them at home was when we had that stupid like business with Declan Rice, and after that game there, I knew he wasn't going to win the league. So, yeah, man. Yeah, you lot can say what you have to say, but I know how I feel, and that game there,
No,
man,
of course.
it doesn't bode well for us. It doesn't bode well for us at all.
Mm.
You know? Yeah, man. Onwards and upwards.
Hey, onwards and upwards. Hey, hopefully, by the time we come back for another episode, Christmas will be done. Everyone would have had nice food. Everyone would have nice chilled. Hey, we'll see what the football brings for us after that. Hopefully, as we get into the new year, we'll see what that brings for us. But hey, let's close this episode down. Hey, we'll be back next week with another episode. It'll be after the Boxing Day. Oh, it's not actually only one game on Boxing Day. I still don't get that. I got nothing to do on Boxing Day now. That was always the Boxing Day. Hey, only one game. That is. Hey, that's gonna be paid. But yeah, we'll be back after those games. See how it's shaping up. Look, please like, subscribe, share on any platforms that you listen or watch us. Appreciate Tristan for being on again. Appreciate Prince for being on again. And just remember, it's not over until we have this last call.
And don't forget, Chelsea are going to finish above Liverpool this season.